One way I try to make sense of idioms is by trying to visualize them literally. Sometimes I find this helps me to understand them more easily. Sometimes, however, this can lead to more confusion. In this video, I'm going to talk about two idioms I find more difficult. Hi, I'm Stephen McHugh, and in this channel, I talk about figurative language and how it can feel in everyday language from an autistic perspective. The first phrase I'm going to talk about is under the weather. And what does it mean to be under the weather? Well, it means to be not feeling well. But we're all technically under the weather, whether it's good or bad, or whether we're feeling well or not feeling well. How is this phrase associated with feeling unwell? That's where I find it more difficult to infer the meaning from the words themselves. And the second one is pulling someone's leg. And how does this mean to tease somebody? What happens? Why pull a leg? Why associate that with teasing? Because think about it. What happens if you pull someone's leg? They're going to fall over, right? That's where I find it more difficult to link it to joking or teasing. There was another phrase that I was going to include. It was, put your foot in your mouth. But however, after taking time to think about it, I began to realize, eventually realize a connection between the literal image and its meaning. Well, a foot in your mouth would mean being in a very awkward situation. The actual meaning of this phrase is it can refer to one accidentally saying something embarrassing or inappropriate. And when I think about it, I can see that eventually I could see the link between the awkwardness of having a foot in your mouth by imagining how awkward that would be. Question for you. What idioms do you find difficult and take longer to work out? In the next video, I'm going to talk about another way I may use to try and understand idioms. It is by reading about the history and origins of the phrases themselves. Thanks for watching.